Hey darling, Danetha here, creator of Money and Mimosas and the host of the Money, Sex, Power podcast. In today's video, we are going to be talking about money mindset, specifically what is money mindset. I'm going to break it down, bring it to the fundamentals so that you know exactly what is a money mindset, what is your money mindset, and how it's impacting your ability to be a rich woman. Before we dive into that juicy information, if you haven't already, be sure to check out my website, moneyandmimosas.com. It is a financial well-being resource, meaning it's got a lot of great articles and information on how to be a rich woman, from tactical information like how to purchase a rental property and turn that into passive income, to some of the more esoteric information like this one about money mindset. And then I've also got a paid membership program called Money Makers, where I provide information, a deeper dive into the material. And the intention is to help you make a real living doing what you were born to do. So check that all out on moneyandmimosas.com. And if you're wondering, who am I? Who is Danetha? And what does she know about this area? I've been named a personal finance expert by Time, Wall Street Journal, Fast Company. I've been named a millennial entrepreneur to watch by the Hong Kong Institute of CPAs. And I've got a whole list of accolades to just demonstrate that I do know what I'm talking about. That isn't to say that I know everything, which is something that we'll learn today, why it's necessary to keep a beginner's mind if you want to embody and truly be a rich woman. But I share all that just so you know where I'm coming from, and that I have some insight and some knowledge and wisdom to share with you. So let's dive into money mindset. What is money mindset? You know, I love defining things because it really helps set the context and helps us both get on the same page. So the definition of money mindset is your unique core set of beliefs of how money works and how it works in your world. Money mindset. If this is your first time hearing that definition, you may feel a sense of skepticism. And I would say that I was in that place as well. I come from a background in accounting, and before I started diving into the psychology of money, behavioral economics, money mindset, I thought that money was very structured, very analytical, very black and white. It's either X or it's either Y. There's no gray area. And then I became an entrepreneur and realized, oh my goodness, there is a lot of psychology. I am getting in my own way of success. It isn't so black and white. It isn't so X or Y, or it's not always 1+1 = 2. Sometimes the equation isn't that simple. There are a lot of other factors that play into this. And that's when I started to explore money mindset, the energy of money, which we won't dive into today. I started to explore psychology of money and behavioral economics to better understand how other people relate to money. So potential clients, how they may be relating to money. And then myself, what was I doing to block my own success? How was I getting in my way of being a rich woman? And exploring my money mindset was life-changing. Completely did a 180 in my business and my career once I truly started to peel back the layers of how I believed money worked in the world and how I believed money worked in my own world. And when we think about your beliefs, a definition that resonates with me, I believe that there are several ways to look at beliefs, but one of the definitions of beliefs that resonates with me and will help set the context for this video is that beliefs are thoughts that you keep thinking. Beliefs are thoughts that you keep thinking. So whatever thoughts you have about money that keep running in your mind turn into beliefs. And why does this matter when we're talking about you being a rich woman, you achieving financial success? How does this relate to your ability to do that or your inability to do that? Well, there's a feedback loop that occurs within all of us. And that feedback loop goes like this. Our beliefs drive our thoughts, which drive our actions, which produce results. So our beliefs drive our thoughts, which drive our actions, which produce our results. So our beliefs are thoughts that we keep on thinking. So that's at the base of everything. And then we've got our thoughts. And what we think to be true, what we think to be possible, will determine what actions we take or don't take. So if you believe that being a successful entrepreneur is possible for you, you will take the action steps needed to do that. And even when you come against roadblocks, like we all do on this entrepreneurial journey, you will continue to plow forward because you believe fundamentally that you can be a successful entrepreneur. Those are the thoughts that you think. Then you take action to reflect those thoughts, and then those will produce results for you. And then it just continues. So your results they'll be good. They'll be something that you're proud of. Of course, you'll, like everyone, hit roadblocks, but you'll start to see results that make you proud, and that will feed those beliefs again. It'll support that belief that I can be a successful entrepreneur. It's possible for me. And so you'll keep thinking that. Then you'll keep taking actions to support those thoughts. And then you'll produce results that support all of that. And it just keeps going and going and going. The opposite can happen as well. If you do not fundamentally believe that being a successful entrepreneur is possible for you, that's a belief that you hold, and you'll have thoughts that are a reflection of that belief. You'll keep thinking, oh, this isn't, oh, that's, being an entrepreneur is for her. That's not something that's possible for me. There's no way I can come up with a business idea that anyone will take seriously. And so with that thought, then you will not take action, right? You won't take action to propel your career as an entrepreneur forward because you aren't thinking that it's possible for you. And so your results will be that you won't have a business, or that maybe you will start a business and then you'll hit your first roadblock and then you'll stop because you fundamentally don't believe that being a successful entrepreneur is possible for you. And then you'll keep thinking those thoughts, and then the feedback loop just continues and continues and continues. It's a downward spiral. And so what we want to do is rewire those thoughts. Okay, we want to rewire those thoughts. We can also look to shifting your beliefs, but for this video, we're going to talk about your thoughts. And how do we do that? We do that by unpacking your money mindset. So your money mindset, I like to think of it as, I like to use fitness as an analogy. I think it works for me. Hopefully it works for you. So when you think about fitness, let's say you are setting any fitness goal. You want to run a marathon, which I've never run a marathon. I don't think, talk about mindset. That is not possible for me in this lifetime. But let's say running a marathon is your thing. I bow down to you. Amazing. Okay, so what do you have to do to prepare for that? You've got to work out. You've got to start running. You've got to start doing other workouts. Those are the exercises, the actions you have to take. Then you've also got to fuel your body with wholesome foods. You've got to think about your nutrition. How are you feeding your body? You'll have to make some adjustments likely, but you will in some way, shape, or form have to think about your nutrition. And then once you have that information, then you've got to do it. That's called willpower. So even if you have all the information about what exercises to do, what food to eat, if you don't do it, then it doesn't matter. The same can be applied to any financial goal you set for yourself. So there are action steps that you need to take. Those are like the exercises that you do. Action steps can be your weekly money date that I recommend doing. It could be creating a spending plan. There are lots of action steps that you can take. Those are your exercises. So action steps are the exercises in the fitness world. Then, like nutrition, feeding your body with wholesome foods, you've got to feed your mind with rich thoughts. That's your money mindset, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. And then the last piece is willpower. That's related to the money energy, your money aura. If you have all the information about what things to do to elevate your money mindset, what action steps to take, but you don't do it, then we've got to look at your willpower. And that's for another video. Today, we're focused on your money mindset and feeding your mind with rich thoughts. Now, what makes up your money mindset? Your money mindset, as I said earlier, is your unique core set of beliefs of how money works and how it works in your world. So, where did these unique core set of beliefs come from? Well, they come from your direct experiences, how you have experienced money in your career, in your business. They are also passed down to you through your ancestral lineage and whomever raised you, your guardians, your parents, whatever you saw growing up around money also influences your beliefs and the thoughts you have around money, therefore, your money mindset. Thankfully, you have the power to pick and choose what you want in your money mindset. We all have had experiences that will create a scarcity money mindset, a poor money mindset, and we've also all had experiences that have helped us create an abundant money mindset, a rich money mindset. And what we want to do is move more towards the abundance and rich. And we do that by unpacking the layers of the poor or scarcity beliefs, thoughts that we have, and replacing them with abundant and rich thoughts, which is a really profound statement to absorb, right? That you own the power to shift and elevate your money mindset. If you aren't satisfied with your financial situation, guess what? You can shift it. And it really does start with the internal work, which is your money mindset. Your money mindset is a part of that internal work. What comprises your money mindset? It is your upbringing. So what did you see growing up? What were some of the things that were said about money? Did your guardians, your parents say that money was hard to come by? Did they say it was something that you have complete agency over? And they probably didn't use those words, but maybe they did. But think about the experiences you had around money growing up. What were some of the behaviors that you saw? And as children, we do absorb what we see happening around us. So unpack that. Usually uh, our upbringing creates the foundation of our money story. So your money story is basically that loop, that tape that keeps playing in your head, that if you're not conscious of it, you'll make unconscious, usually damaging financial decisions. That's why I talk a lot about bringing consciousness, awareness to your relationship with money, because a lot of times the unconscious tape that we have, the unconsciousness is a tape that plays in our mind. It's our default setting. And for many of us, our default setting around money isn't helping us. It isn't serving us. It isn't filled with abundant thoughts. It isn't filled with rich thoughts. And so we want to bring consciousness to it, because then that's when you can start to shift it from poor, from scarcity, to abundant and rich. So with your money story, for the vast majority of people, our money story started to solidify between the ages of 6 and 9. Now, of course, we have experiences after that, your first job, which may have been your teenage years, and then as you become a young person in your career, then you have experiences within that also shapes your money story. But our money story started to be solidified, it wasn't being solidified, at least that's when it started to take form between the ages of 6 and 9. So you want to think back, usually when I talk to folks, it's around the age of 8, but 6 to 9, think back to experiences that you had during that age range and how they may have impacted your money story and your money mindset. Now, when we do that type of work, we don't want to judge anything that occurred. One of the questions I'll ask folks is what was your first money memory? And we aren't going to label it good or bad. It's just, what is your first money memory? My first money memory was counting change from my piggy bank with my brother. And there's a whole story that goes along with that. But that was my first money memory. it's not about it being good or bad. It's just what's the first image that comes up, and then you want to unpack it from there and take a position of curiosity. Take a position of, oh, what were the lessons that I unconsciously took away from that first money memory? And how is that playing out in my life today? So we don't want to judge it. We just want to call up that memory and be curious about it. How is that still in some way, shape, or form playing out in my life today? So that is your money mindset. That is how it impacts your ability to be a rich woman, because what you think and believe about money is going to impact the actions you take, and will then impact the results you either achieve or don't achieve. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear from you. What was your first money memory, and what do you feel were the takeaways you had from that first experience? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, consider sharing it with your friends. And if you want more information to help you be a rich woman, head on over to moneymimosas.com, where I dive even deeper into this material, and also have a paid membership program called the Money Makers, where you can learn more about your money mindset and how to elevate it. Thanks so much for listening. See you soon. Mwah.